Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're doing some crafts today, so I hope you can stick around. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. The link to my shop is in the description of every video. Happy Halloween, guys! And I have a surprise, so stay tuned until the end. Well, guys, I hope you had a fabulous week. I was sitting here at my kitchen table this evening doing crafts and repairs and all kinds of stuff and thought to myself, why am I not recording? So, here we are. You should recall this. Basically the same thing. I just made another one. We did a craft video on this. And I had this antique magnifying glass / paperweight laying around. And I've always wanted to do something with it, so I put a beetle in there. I thrifted this old picture frame. It's got that convex glass, and those are perfect for when you're trying to mount and display bugs. So that's where my bees went. And I've wanted to display these, but I didn't have a cloche. So I finally got a cloche large enough for it. This is just part of an old doll. I think they call them flirty eyes because they can look left to right. And I just thought they would be really neat in a cloche displayed that way. So I just put a dab of hot glue on there and I'm displaying them that way. This wooden marionette or puppet, I don't know exactly what you call him, but his leather on his leg was torn, so I replaced that and repaired him. Then this piece I actually picked up last time I visited my mom at Joann's Fabrics. We took down a ceiling fan that had this glass globe and I saved it. And lo and behold, I had a sneaky suspicion that it would fit in this spider bowl, and it did. So I threw some fairy lights in there, so it's kind of like a spooky spider nightlight. Now's the time to get your deals on Halloween stuff. Unfortunately, it's been picked through, yes, but there still is actually some really good stuff out there. I found the paper mache witch's hat at Joann's Fabrics. Everything is deeply discounted right now, so I got them really cheap. I bought a few of them, plus you can see that paper mache skeleton head that I got too. I bought a few of each because I figured I'd do projects with them. So what we're doing now is I'm painting the paper mache witch's hat black, inside and out. And then I'm going to let it dry. And what I'm going for is a hat for one of my dolls. And I want something that's kind of like, I don't know, natural, nature, kind of woodland look. So I grabbed a little bit of this and that as far as greenery goes, a little bit of moss. And I always collect things from around the yard or when I go on walks in the woods. So I've got this and that laying around. I don't know if you're like that too, but I collect like acorns and pine cones and you name it, I pick it up. And then I'm going to use those in my craft. Wasn't quite sure what I was exactly going to use. I was just kind of, you know, as I progressed, play it by ear. But I wanted to use this really dark fern, but I wanted it to stand out. So I didn't put that one on first. I put the lighter color um, behind it just so that that would stand out. And I don't even know what that's called. I have no idea, but it's got the wire in it so you can really bend it into whatever direction you want it to go into. But I clipped pieces off of that dark green fern, applied it in there as my second layer. And then my third layer, I'm going in with pieces of moss and tucking them into different places. And this, of course, is a different color green. So I'm just kind of pushing it in different places to make it look kind of, like something that grew outside. Just move your branches and such around till it's pleasing to the eye to you. Now, this next stuff I grab is another thing that I picked up from outside that I've had in my craft box. It's just pieces of bark that had like white coloration on them, like in mold and stuff. Um, you know, just bark, tree bark. And I figured I'd make one or two shelves in there. And I found these two little tiny mushrooms that I had, and I didn't want the bright red. So I'm painting over them with the brown. And once that's done, I just go back over and put the little white dots back on there. But I had to use, a tiny little toothpick and kind of tap it on there because it was so, those mushrooms are tiny. And all I had was two left. I probably could have put maybe three on there if I'd had another one, but I just had this two left. And I thought they would look cute on that bark shelf, like they were growing out of it. Now, when you choose your items, if you like this woodland type theme, then you're going to go with different color greens. Things that kind of, mimic nature. Something that you would see like, the ferns, definitely. You see them growing wild in the woods. But this is my doll. Of course, she's not a full doll. She's just the shoulders and head. But she looks really cute with her new witch's hat. Now, we're going with some eyeballs. Doll eyeballs, that is. I was being cheap, so I got these at Joann's also. But because of everything being deeply discounted right now, they were $15 less 60% off. So even though it's not exactly what I wanted, I figured I'd make do. So I took those out and just tracing the inner circle, taking a thicker piece of board, like cardboard kind of, and I'm going to glue that over top of it to get rid of that. Now, that was just a cheap way of getting a nice size cloche for next to nothing. Now, those pieces of wire are a lot thicker than like your floral wire. You can get it at a hardware store. They sell them generally in like a spool. If you can't pick it up, at your craft store, then hardware store would be the place I would go to. Now, I basically just staggered 4 holes, and eventually I ended up adding to it. So instead of 4, I ended up with 6 all the way at the end. But I put in the holes some of that hot glue and then stuck different lengths of that wire in there. And then I'm taking my drill again, and that back portion of those blinking doll eyes, I drill down into them because they're going to go on top of these metal wires. And just using hot glue. But make sure when, of course, you drill the holes that you drill them on the bottom, because it's easy to drill it on the wrong side. You want it to where the doll's eyes, open up and the eyelashes are at the top, not upside down. But here you can see where I had 5 of them, and I wasn't pleased with that, so I ended up drilling another hole and adding another eyeball. So I just used different sizes. They're not all the same, obviously. They're different sizes, and some of them I think are different colors. I don't even think they're the same color. I'm not sure. But I had a bowl of doll eyes, and I've been wanting to do this project for a long time now, and I figured Halloween was the perfect time to do it. I love using doll parts for different craft projects. I'm sure you've noticed by now. It's pretty obvious, but I think it turned out pretty cool. And here is both of them together. Our woodland type witch's hat and our eye cloche. I hope you enjoyed both of my projects, and I have a surprise giveaway. So keep watching so you can learn what you'll get if you win and how to win. I'm curious, are you guys ready for the next 2 holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas? I know I'm not. I'm still in spooky mode. Okay, this is what I'm giving away. One of the bags that I designed, a couple canvas prints that are spooky, of course, and then this ghost, and a small bag of little wooden Halloween ornaments. They're really cute. There's a bunch of them in there. But I'm doing this because I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you, and I'm so happy that you're here. And I do hope you enjoy my content. I really do. And I'm always up for suggestions. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section. And in order to be entered to win, you need to be a subscriber. You need to leave a comment. The more comments you leave, the more entries you get. If you can, share this video with somebody you think might like it. That would be greatly appreciated. It would be awesome, too, if you guys started interacting with each other in the comment section. Like a family. Like we're, a family, a spooky family. And get to know each other better. Until next time, see you later.